Tyrese Campbell's back. How's he doing?
Yeah, it's tight, so it's stiff, so he's a doubt. Again, we'll give him as much time as possible to try and loosen that up, but it's a concern for us because he's been outstanding as well, so it'll be a big miss if he doesn't make it, but we have got another 24-ish plus hours to loosen that up, and he'll be having plenty of work on that to get him hopefully ready for the game.
Is that something that's been going on a while? Is this something that might need some treatment at some point?
No, not really. It's just these things happen, don't they? So he's just been complaining of just a bit of an issue with his back, which obviously leads down to, as we all know, right the way down the back of your body and into your hamstrings. So he felt his hamstrings tighten up. So and he was, as I said, he was having extensive work before and at half time on his back. So fingers crossed. Plus point of it, we've got Rian back and we've got Kiefer back. So both of them boys will be involved.
You must be delighted with how Tyrese has grown over the last couple of months. Is he kind of delivering exactly what you hoped for when you brought him here?
Yeah, myself and everybody else, and most importantly for him, really, Adam, as well, because talked about it before. We saw that a few years ago. So he's found a home. He enjoys it here. I talked to you about that. Best person to ask is him. How he's enjoying it, and I'm sure he is. He's been taken in by our supporters with his goals and his contributions to the great effort that we're producing at the moment. And he's just a good personality as well. He's good to have around the place, and as I said, more importantly for him, getting himself going and playing well and scoring goals. And I think you can see it. By the game, we can see training session by training session, how he's growing, and I think there's still a lot more to come from him. So we'll be hoping that he can continue the form, the rich vein of form that he's producing at the moment. Not just because he gives us a stretch in the team as well, which is important. When we were talking about putting the forwards together, we needed different forwards. We needed somebody to come and link it. Rian comes and links it. Kiefer Moore's got that physical presence about him as well, and Tyrese runs down the sides as well. So, but ultimately, his goal scoring is something that he can be very proud of in terms of his recent record.
You glad to have a tough decision to make once again at centre half?
Yeah, I'm delighted if I've got really tough decisions. As I said, the hardest part of my job is to keeping the boys on side. That aren't playing as well and involved, which we do. I always feel that's a massive part of my job as well. From the off though, that comes from their personality and their characteristics and the messages that we set out at the start of the season, that this isn't going to be 11, 12, 13 man effort. It's going to take everybody, and this week is a prime example. Yet again, Millwall have a day on us. Plymouth will have a day on us on Saturday as well. The schedule is against us again, but we're going to have to get through it. Great effort on Sunday, quick turnaround and down the road and back early hours of Thursday morning and preparing for another game on Saturday. So the message to the players all week is that majority of them will get minutes through these next two games, and it's important that the players that haven't been involved stay as focused as much as the players that have been playing the majority of the games.
On that vein, just how impressed have you been with the club's academy players in terms of how they've come into the team? Have they surpassed your expectations in a way? Because they're not academy players at the minute, they're now first team championship players.
Well, especially when you look at that back four on Sunday afternoon. Michael Cooper playing at the top end of the championship, no disrespect to where he's been before. Femi, Alfie Gilchrist playing out of position. Robbo obviously lifts the age up a little bit, and Harrison Burrows, who's played in the championship, it was first year in the championship, top end of the championship. Then you go into City, And then Jez, first time in the Championship, Ryan One coming on the pitch. As I said, 6 players under the age of 22 on the pitch at the same time. It's great for their development and their experience as well going forward. There's no emotionally for me. There's no gimmies. They have to earn the right to be here, to train with the first team, to break into the first team group. Sometimes need must so, as it has been today, as it has been this season. The makeup of the squad, promoting the young players through. We were keen to do that as well, but they have to earn the right. Sometimes they get the opportunity through injuries and suspensions, but we feel all those young players have played incredibly well to make sure that the performances and results are consistent, and they're going to play an important part just as much as the experienced boys will. Of course, I'd like it to be a more experienced squad going into the second part of the season. I think that's a pretty straightforward assumption and conclusion from myself, because the games are going to ramp up, not just in terms of Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, or whenever they are, but the importance of the games as well. So these experiences that these boys are going through, that experience on Sunday afternoon was priceless. Going 1-0 down in really poor conditions against the top side, in my opinion. What did he do? And it was great. And as I said, sometimes my job is to step back and just have a little look as well. Are they going to deal with these situations? We could have played free at the back. We could have shoehorned a few players into different positions, but these boys deserve the right to play, and they have to take that chance, and they've certainly took that chance.